Who is it? Huami. Huami. What is this Huami? There are two persons that we have on our session, so we will talk to them. Like the second one, I would like to know that who the person is, and side by side I will check that whether I'm live on YouTube or not. Just a second. Okay, Garima, we will start from you. Okay, we will see that. Like, what's the time there back in India? Can you please let me know that? Garima. Okay, I can understand that. Your voice is not audible. The second person is Huami. May I have you, Huami? Um, like, can you please switch on to the mic as well as the camera? Can we just talk for a while so that we can know each other? Who is that? Huami. Okay. So we will begin with our session without even delaying further. Uh, if there is anything like on my part to be explained, let me know that. Wami, welcome to my YouTube channel as well as on my class in my class. So what I'm going to do today is we are going to talk about something very important in the exam of IELTS. We say IELTS exam. Uh, who am I? Okay, who am I? Okay, that's the tricky one. Who am I? Anyways, um, okay, so let's begin with the session. If there would be any query in between, you can let me know, guys, both of you. Who am I also? Got it? So let's begin with that. Just a second. Who can speak? Anyone can speak. So it's just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Yeah, here it is. So that's the topic that we're gonna talk about. Garima, can you please let me know that whether you can see the screen or not? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Um, that the topic that we have right now with us is how to talk about favorite holiday destination, like describing a memorable trip if you had been to any of them, and discuss the benefits of the traveling, like when you go from one place to other, as per your traveling desires are concerned. So when you move from one place to other in the like curiosity to see the world, then that becomes, like it is beneficial. Definitely it is beneficial because it is going to let you know about lots of things around you and the people you're gonna meet and the things and the beauty of the nature that you're gonna see. So lots of things are there which will be coming into play. um, then I would like to start from Garima itself. Would you please let me know that which is your favorite holiday destination as per you enjoy your free time? Can you please switch on to the mic as well as the camera so that I can see you at least once? I should know that, like, whom am I talking to? Yeah, okay. So that's fine. Now, Garima, you can actually give your answer. Which is your favorite holiday destination?
So, sir, Kullu Manali.
It's Kullu Manali. Is it Kullu Manali? Okay, or we can simply say Manali. Okay. Um, which thing actually attracts you towards this destination? What are the different things, or what is one thing which you really like about this place, or the hilly area, or the kind of activities that you do?
Sir, it beauty and snow area.
Okay, because of the snow, you like that. Anything else?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Anything
sir,
else?
because of mountains,
Okay,
because of
mountains.
paragliding. There are many things.
Yeah, okay. Paragliding. Yeah, definitely. So, as per the paragliding is concerned, have you ever done the paragliding?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great. How did you feel about it when you did that?
Sir, I think that it is scary.
It was scary because you did it in the past, so tense has to be. Okay, so it was scary. What scared you most of it, like out of that?
Sir, height.
Okay,
Sir, when we
so
go upside now, the height is very scary.
okay, you are having any kind of phobia of the heights?
No, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's phobia? Can you please let me know what is phobia? If you say yes, that's fine. If you say no, that's also absolutely fine. There's no issue with that. Okay, phobia is fear. Okay. So do you have any fear about going to the heights? If you don't have, then why, like something that scares you, um, or you were amazed, you can say instead of that one, like there was a lot of like what we say amazement, surprise in your, or jocundity or happiness within you, or kind of jubilation inside you, so that's why you are feeling exhilarated, so that's why maybe that you felt scared about it, or if you were feeling scared about it, then why did you do that? So definitely you must be enticed towards doing it because you were interested to do that. um, Okay, first of all, without knowing you more, I can't tell you anything about what we are doing here. Do you know what we are doing here?
We are learning English.
We are learning English. Anything else?
No,
Anything?
sir.
Yeah. So let me tell you that it's like communication. The basic thing is communication. How can we bind up the different things together? How can we bind up like our ideas together? All of such things we are going to do in this session, and especially this particular topic or the task that we are doing right at the moment is dealing with a cue card. It's a kind of, one of the tasks in IELTS exam, cue card. So cue card is the second part of the exam. Okay, in that one, the questions can be in the first part as well, but depending upon the duration of the task, it all tells us that it's all about cue card. Cue card will give you 2 minutes to actually speak on a certain topic. Like for example, when you started giving your answers were of one word or two words or a phrase. Okay, that we do when we generally talk with our friends. Okay, so when we talk with our friends, we can have our short, brief answers. Okay, um, first of all, I would like to know, do you do you know about brief or detail? What's the difference between brief and detail? What's the difference between brief and detail If you know about it, let me know. If you don't, you please just don't hesitate and let me know that yeah, I don't know that.
So I don't know that.
Okay, that's fine. So the brief itself stands for like when you don't elaborate that much. Okay, the briefing can be like little bit of added information, but still not a properly elaborated one. So detail is opposite to that. When you elaborate each and every detail of the things, or you tell every minute like aspect of what you have experienced, then you are talking about the detail. And cue card is more about the details. Like it's more about the details. When you talk, you have to actually start from somewhere. Obviously, you have to find out the root cause of uh, the conversation. So, can you please tell me what do we understand by the term root cause of the conversation? What is the root cause? Root cause means like what do you understand by that? Okay, she is gone. Okay, anyways, so let me tell you guys like what is the root cause here. The root cause is more about like knowing about the main reason that what we are talking about and why we are talking about. Okay, the thing is here we have the topic like how to talk about a favorite holiday destination. Then what holiday destination gives you? It gives you relaxation. Okay, it gives you enjoyment. It gives you freedom to freedom from or independence from lots of daily chores what you do on the regular basis. So it makes you thrilled in your life. So lots of points I said. I said that it gives you excitement, it gives you thrill, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness, and more on the card is that you feel detached from the mundane world. Okay, so when you want to feel the excitement, or you want to feel thrilled about yourself, or you want to have the enjoyment in your life, then I think that's the only thing that we do. Like for enjoying something, like uh, we have to have that attitude to enjoy it. So definitely the root cause here is root cause is the any of the above reason. So if we talk about excitement, or we want happiness, everybody wants the happiness in life, so that's why. So how I would start my answer, like when I have to talk for 2 minutes, how many minutes? 2 minutes. Then what do I need to have with me is like I should know about like what are the different things that I need to start with. Like I have to have the excitement, thrill, or joy in the mind. So when I would start, I would have my first step. Like I would say. Mm, that joy is not an easy thing nowadays to find out in normal world, because the world is full of worries, tensions, anxiety, um, many things like which actually obstruct your happiness and joy. So ultimately you will reach to the main thing, like and to get rid of all such worry and anxiety, I believe I love going to some places, or spend my holidays in some places where I can actually enjoy myself very much. So like holiday destinations, then you will reach to the holiday destinations. And one of my favorite holiday destination is this or that. You're gonna talk about the details thereafter. That means first of all, the first point is to find the root of the question, from where it begin, and you will have something to say before you start the cue card explanation. So most of the time when I hear it from my students, they say that how to complete that within the time limit of the 2 minutes, and even have more to say within the 2 minutes. Like right now, if I would say that what I'm doing at the moment is am imagining a picture in my mind about why we go to the holiday destination, or why we go to any destination to enjoy ourselves. So mm, like if you will have a picture in the mind, we have a saying for that: picture, a picture speaks 1,000 words. A picture speaks 1,000 words. Can be little wrong, but still it is fine. 1,000 words. Okay. So whenever you picturize something in your mind, like I'm gonna speak this or that, then definitely you will be able to actually answer more of it, and you won't find it hard to actually have the fluency in your answer too. So first thing first is, you should know that whenever I have to make my answer, then I have to be spontaneous, I have to be natural, I have to be continuous. Okay, and being continuous doesn't mean that you can't take the pause and you can't use or something, but it should be natural. It should not be way awkward. And if it is way awkward, then definitely the examiner is there to check that only. So examiner is to examine, but you are there to enjoy yourself, because this is your like time you have given the money, then you can enjoy yourself for the time being, like when you're there. Okay, and the other thing, let me just check it out. I'm live or not. Sometimes the internet glitch comes, so pardon me for that. Okay, uh, just a sec. Okay, so the thing is, like whenever you talk about your holiday destination, I told you, you have to have lots of things in the mind. You have to have the people in the mind. You have to have the places that you have visited in the mind. You have to have the colorful imagination, that you have the vivid description with you whenever you actually answer your question. Okay, like for example, if I don't know about the colors names, a dusky color or a kind of purple color, like you can have the like normal day-to-day like wording for that. It's all in your basics. Like if you remember your kindergarten, if you remember your earlier classes, elementary classes, there you learned the there you learned the numbers, there you learned the colors, there you learned lots of stuff which is exemplary, but we forget later on in our life. So ultimately, one thing that comes into play is like you should know the basics, the elementary basics, that when you explain something, you should have a clear, vivid description for that. So I would add to that, like vivid description can make it wonderful and real. Okay, vivid description itself means that you are able to elaborate it by using all your like five senses. Okay, if you require that particular vocabulary for the five senses, then I can provide you that in the form of a PDF. Then what to say, when to say, like you will be able to know that. But first thing first is, like we are having a topic on the card. Okay, let me just erase that. Yeah, yeah, we have erased that. Now you see, there are different stuffs that you have to remember. Like first of all, favorite holiday destination. Second is a memorable trip. Whenever you went, you had gone to that place with somebody, then definitely that will make it more memorable. Like your parents have gone, your friends have gone, or somebody else has gone with you. So something that will make it memorable is like the people. people and any incident that happened over there, and you enjoyed that incident. So you should keep all such things in mind. And then discussing the benefits of traveling, like when you talk about traveling, like what are the benefits? You're gonna use different transportation systems. You're gonna use the bus, you're gonna use the train, you're gonna use the airplane, you can go by road, you can go by bike. Okay, with like using your bike. So it depends upon how you are actually doing your journey, how you're traveling. So all the ways, all the modes have a different like what we say, they'll have different benefits. Okay, so when it comes to actually talking about your favorite holiday destinations, you have to choose a few favorite holiday destinations you would like to talk about. So you have to keep in mind that I have these or these destinations I had gone to with my parents, with my friends, with my school authorities, or as a school trip, or the tour that you had, or any excursion that you had been to. So you can keep all such things in mind, like um, these should be usual like affairs in your mind. Like I had been to some place where I actually enjoyed a lot with my friends and my colleagues, or my, like, it depends upon person to person who is answering. So that's why I'm using the different words like colleagues or the friends or the students or whichsoever it is. Like if it is a teacher, then definitely the teacher is going to think that how I have enjoyed with my colleagues or with my students or with my upper authorities or somebody. So that has to be there. So mention the names of the places. You have to mention the names of the places. The way the girl who came for in for the session, she spoke about the Garima Jan. So she said something that I love Kulu Manali. So for the viewers, I must tell you that Kulu Manali is also one of my favorite destinations. So I had been to that place like when I had been to a honeymoon. So then I enjoyed a lot of things, Hadimba Temple, or there were options of river rafting, the way she said, the paragliding. Okay, lots of places were coming in between. I had been to Kullu before with one of my friend in a truck as well. So see, I am actually binding the topics together so that I can have more of the information. That's just a brainstorming thing. Okay, I'm doing in my mind that I can actually speak about this or that also. Like I had been to Takoli and we had to actually deliver like one contract or something to the like vegetable market, that we had to take some kind of fruit in a truck to that place, and then thereafter we had to make our way to some other place. So Takoli was a place that I went to, and thereafter I didn't go. And when it came to my marriage, then I went to that place, Manali, including Shimla and many other places, Kufri and different other places. I really like those places. So, as per the things are concerned, what are there like which can make you entice, or which can make you, excited about it? The hilly area, the hilly people, or the people living in the hilly region. Okay, or the kind of rivers or the springs that you're gonna see in the way, or what you're gonna see else is landscapes, different landscapes you're gonna see, or the people who are doing any river rafting you're gonna see, and camping, and different restaurants in the way. And the food can be delicious. You can talk about food as well, or why, or like what you really like about the food and all that. Um, what else can you talk about? Any famous thing or any famous place which is there in the like holiday destination? You can talk about that too. Okay, but what are the things that you should be keeping in mind? Describe the attractions and the activities that make these destinations special to you. What are the different important, can be a food stuff as well, any cuisine or any dish that is totally different from rest of the world. So how people get attracted to that place and enjoy that, and share any personal experience or memories Okay, let me just have the spotlight. Yeah. So share any personal experience or memories and associated with the which are associated with these places. Associated with means linked up with these places. You can talk about that as well. And then describe a memorable trip and you have taken. And you can talk about any memorable. You can see that parachute over there, and here you can see that a cruise. Okay. Choose a memorable trip you have been on and briefly introduce the destination. So firstly you will introduce the destination and then you're going to talk about how you made your plan to go there and what did you enjoy over there. Okay. Now how to talk about it more is like you're going to talk about the purpose of the trip. You're going to talk about the purpose of the trip, like whether it was a vacation or your educational trip or you were visiting with your friends, visiting relatives, or you were going to some relatives to those places. If your relatives already exist over there and they had their house, they have their house, and you made your time to visit them someday so that you can get rid of all such past or like you can get rid of your daily life, what you are dealing with, and you don't like that. So that's the thing. And then thereafter, talk about the highlights of the trip, such as notable landmarks, cultural experiences, what kind of different cultures that you met with, and how did you manage to actually talk with them, and did you see the dresses, did you see any, I told you as I told you earlier that food stuff or something is different. Then adventurous activities. As she said that I did that paragliding, you know, there can be bungee jumping. If there is a lot of water, then scuba diving and lots of other stuff you can talk about. It depends upon the place that you're visiting. Okay, share any special memories or the moments that made the trip unforgettable for you. If something outrageous or something interesting really happened over there, so something very awkward happened or very which was very insidious kind of experience or horrifying kind of experience you had, you can talk about that as well. That's all up to you. If you want to elaborate in that much detail, you will never ever find it hard to actually speak for 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes is, I don't think so it's a big deal to elaborate anything, but the main thing that comes into play that I'm going to write on the board, like in the form of a text over there, you would be amazed to see that. Okay, now whenever you're explaining your cue card, let me tell you in the bullet points, the first thing that you have to have in mind is brainstorming. Okay, brainstorming is a very interesting kind of activity. What we do is we have a storm of different ideas in the brain, but would you would be thinking that in the 2 minutes, I don't think so you will be able to do anything that much. But if you are able to practice that, practice as much as possible, you will be able to brainstorm within 1 minute, because 1 minute is the duration of the time that is given to every person to prepare for their cue card. Okay, so brainstorming is one of the fundamental things that everybody should have, because when you do the writing stuff also, you do the brainstorming first and you have your ideas jotted down and all that. But it all depends upon you that how you do it. Okay, so now let me tell you, brainstorming is done in different ways. Okay, whenever you answer a question, you answer the question differently, let me tell you. Yeah, so one way is to say that, for example, this is the topic. You will have the topic in the mind, then you will write something on like for that. Like you will write you know, when did you go there? Where did you go there? Where did you go? Sorry. How did you go? You know, And why did you go? Sorry for the bad handwriting because I don't have the pen at the moment. Why did you go? And when you answer these questions, you have to have further words, not sentences. When did you go there? In the summer holidays. So you will write summer holidays. Elaboration would be yours. So where did you go there? Like where did you go? I went to, as you mentioned, Kulu Manali, and you will write Kulu Manali. Okay, but you will write in short. It's not like more of the time what I do and what I see. Sorry, not what I do, what I see. What happens with the students is they start, writing down the whole sentence. So sentence writing is not possible within 1 minute. So you have to write down only cues for actually elaborating your answer. So as I mentioned that brainstorming is very important. The first point is that brainstorming. So then after brainstorming comes, you know, having short cues for like it's like those short cues are going to give you clue for speaking next statement. Okay, short cues. Then when you have written down or jotted down in the form of the brainstorming those cues, short cues, you will elaborate those, okay, with the help of um, use connectors. Okay, you will use connectors to actually elaborate your answers. All depends like how you will start your idea, and then you will elaborate and you will give example and you will culminate the whole thing all together. Okay, it all depends upon you that how you are actually taking it. And the first thing first is like your basics has to be quite strong as per the statements are to be made. And then what else is to be done in this case is like when you're talking, you should have eye contact. You must be thinking that I would be saying that eye contact has to be made with the examiner. Eye contact with the cues, short cues, which are short cues. Okay, I will write. Sorry. So when you are having the contact with these short cues, eye contact, because most of the time we forget to do that. Once we start answering that, we start preparing our own answer then and there, like, but if we are keeping eye contact with the short cues, or our eyes are fixed onto those short cues, that's wrong. Sometimes you have to see the examiner, sometimes you need to see down also. It is allowed in the exam that you can see down and see your cues. So because your answer is getting recorded. Okay, when your answer is getting recorded, then definitely you will have to just answer it through your cues. Okay, so even the examiner is going to prompt you, help you out to actually elaborate your answer. So that's why, so eye contact or your eyes must be intact with the short cues that you're writing for your answer. And I'm repeating my point that short cues, not long sentences, because if you will do that, yeah, one more thing, like short cues, along with the short cues, what connectors you will try to use must be jotted down. Okay, so you have to jot down your cues also, as well as your connectors too. Okay, if you will write them down, then I think alongside it, it would be like a game. Once you will play this game with your friend, or you will have your time to play with that with your friends, then definitely I don't think so you will find it difficult to actually answer any kind of question that comes in your way. So when you will jot down those cues as well as those connectors, then practice answering the question. But uh, it should have the beginning, Your answer should have the beginning, then middle, and end as well. Okay, so if it is 2 minutes, then definitely your beginning should be of around like 30 seconds. Then your middle part should be more, it should be of 60 seconds. And then your end has to be of 30 seconds again. Sorry, not 20, 30 seconds. So it's not 100% that they will be actually finding your answer has to be completed within the 2 minutes or exactly in the 2 minutes. It all depends like on your fluency, your coherence, or your relatedness to the topic, that they must be interested, they would be interested or not. So they can actually stop you in between if your answer is not appropriate enough to be listened to. So they can actually stop you in between as well. So all such points are to be kept in mind when answering the question. And then thereafter, just a second. Q Q spotlight. Now discussing the benefits of the traveling, so all such things can be kept in mind. Describing the purpose of the trip, talk about the highlights of the trip, share any special memories that you made and made the trip unforgettable, and discuss the benefits of traveling. So everything has its own benefits and the loopholes or the demerits. So all depends upon you that how you elaborate them, like one by one in comparison when you do that. Okay. There were some videos that I made earlier about actually how to compare things, how to make contrast between them, because compare and contrast are two way different things. So how to do it, I have already elaborated that. So when like it according to the topic, what's that, like explain why traveling is beneficial and important. So in my mind, like I would say that uh, one of the great benefit as per my view, you when you say as per my view, it's your opinion. So one of the great benefit as per my view is of I won't use the same word, I will paraphrase that, of visiting different places, um, visiting different places, sorry, different places is one of the great benefit. When I said one of that, that's why I have used here is, not like as per my views. Just a minute. One of the great benefit. So one of the great benefits is like mm, knowing about culture, knowing about culture, or what else can we say it to that? Cultural shift or cultural exchange. You can say that. Okay, you can say this cultural exchange. One of the most important benefit, or the one of the great benefits, is the cultural exchange. You can meet the people and you're gonna see that how they enjoy and how they live, what they wear, what they like, what are their dances, um, all such stuff you can talk about. Okay, the dances, their dress code, or their traditional dress, or their traditions, sorry, traditions, and many more. So you can talk about that as well. So anything that is beneficial to be known. This a cultural exchange is also the benefit, and alongside your you will be free from anxiety. You get freedom from anxiety, freedom from anxiety that you have just because of continuous work and continuous flow of your life. Just because of that, and you also get the digital detox. Okay, digital detox. You get detoxified uh, from the core things that happen in your life. Just because you use mobile phone, you trigger yourself always to the laptop, the way I'm doing at the moment. Just to get rid of that one, I used to have a walk also, down the lane and into a park, and see the beauty of the nature. Seeing the greenery is very important. Seeing the landscape, you're gonna see the landscape also. Landscape. So the fruits and vegetables, you're gonna be among the nature. So basically, you will be among the nature. That is also one of the benefit. But whenever you're summarizing your answer, whenever you're actually telling about like the benefits, like one of the benefit. Okay. Secondly, or you can use moreover. Okay. Or you can use any other aspect to be used. Or next, if I say next, also you can use next, the thing which makes me feel that it's good to go for traveling is this or that. So last but not the least, whenever you are ending it up, last but not the least, or you can use ultimately mately, or you can use mm, to cap it up. To cap it up, that means to summarize it up, I would say that the traveling has this number of benefits and all. Traveling has lots of benefits. You will be curious about, all such things that I mentioned. So now, keeping all such things aside now, what is there? Let me just clear this stuff. And then next is like talk about how it broadens your horizons. It's horizons, not horizons. Okay. So talk about horizons. Talk about horizon. I'm talking about this part. Okay. Talk about horizons, how it broadens your horizons, exposes you to different cultures, as I mentioned, and enhances your understanding of the world. So how do you understand the world, and what did you understand about the world from this? Okay. So then, just a sec. Then what do you have to talk about? I mentioned like culture, your understanding of the culture, and what do you have to mention? Mention how traveling helps you gain new perspectives. Perspectives, your viewpoint, how it changes your viewpoint about the world and about the history of the world, and learn and about the history and appreciate diversity. Diversity, it means like divergence in different divergence in the culture and the people, and the diversity, that means how many people are there, how many kinds of people are there. So diversity, how to respect diversity, how to revere diversity, that's also very important. Okay, now you see, mm, just a sec. Mhm. And you can discuss about the opportunities for the personal growth. You can be a vlogger, you can be a travel vlogger, or you can be chosen by a company to go to the different places and meet. You will meet different places, and you will have your communication skills grown, when you're going to talk. you will definitely meet with the different people. So you will be called as amiable or amicable person, sociable person, um, like building lifelong memories that traveling provides. Like you will have your photos clicked, you will have your videos made, lots of stuff, you will carry with you, and which will actually make it more interesting. Okay, so then thereafter, thank you very much. So this was the topic that I had in my mind to actually share with you. So basic points that you will carry with you today, like what you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about the culture in that. You're going to tell your understanding of the same, and you're going to tell like how it helps the different people, like gain perspective and history and diversity. How it affects you basically is more important, and then how you take it, and like and in the third part the questions can be more diverse. Okay, let me give you a glimpse of that also. Let me write that. For example, the topic that ended up in the cue card would be about how you discuss the whole thing up. Okay, then the discussion question can be, why do you think do you think traveling by different modes would be great, or how do different people go for traveling in your country? So in your country, and obviously the next attached question would be why they do so. What are the basic reasons behind them? So you can create questions on your own also, and then you will be able to understand that what can I answer about it. Most of the time the answers are linked up, and you should use some kind of phrases or kind of idioms in your statement sometimes to elaborate yourself, and put some pickle, or put some salt to that, or make it more spicy kind of stuff, so that it would be tasty enough to actually digest by the to be digested by the examiner. So that's how the whole thing works. And if you have any query about anything related to the like chapter, or the this particular chapter that we did today, then let me know that, because I will keep on making videos related to that and coming live, because it's my mistake that I came a little late at night, just because I was a bit busy at work, so that's why. Now what I would tell you is to subscribe my channel, that English Lovers by Honeydee, and tell your friends also to actually subscribe the same. Okay. Then tune into my podcast as well. Learning should never stop on Google or Anchor Podcast. You can just search on Google that English, like language should never sorry, learning should never stop. My mistake, my bad. Okay, so learning should never stop. You're gonna search on Google and you will be able to see my lots of lessons which I had made earlier. I haven't made, or I haven't been making any kind of lessons till now yet, um, just because I am busy with my work. But I'm getting some time to actually come live and tell you something about how to make answers and all that stuff. Okay, somehow it is just a briefing of like making a cue card. Elaboration is more, let me tell you, that can be possible. If you want to have your class with me, then definitely you will be charged for that. So the thing is, I think most of the time what I say, like you can get the benefit from like even the guides and the guideposts that I'm making on YouTube, so they can make you ready for your exam as well. So till then, like for the next video, I would say that stay tuned with me. And till then, just keep watching English Lovers by Hannity, and keep searching videos which can help you out in, increasing your knowledge. Thank you very much and have a nice day. For the timing, I would say that bye bye.